I'm Jane's son. Let's start with a story. There's a couple that have been married a long time. A couple had been married a long time, and they started working on their bucket list. And really, that's a nice way of saying old people. You're supposed to know your crowd, right? All right, I'll do a different one. Two babies walk into a bar. So this couple has been married a long time, and they're working on their bucket list. They come across a helicopter pilot, and riding in a helicopter is pretty high on the husband's list. And so, I'd like to do that. How much is it? He says, well, $50. I'll take you up. Sure, he does a good time. He goes, $50. It's kind of a lot. You know, I'm sorry, I don't think so. Helicopter pilot thinks, he goes, you know what? You seem like a really nice couple who's been married a long time, working on your bucket list. He says, tell you what, I think you'll have such a good time in the helicopter ride that you won't be able to contain your enthusiasm. I'll make you a wager. If you can get through the ride without saying anything, it'll be free. All right, sounds good. So they go up in this helicopter ride, and the helicopter pilot starts doing these dips and whoops, and he's swinging around, and he's listening, and he's got nothing. No, whoa, or, nothing. He's like, okay, so he turns it on a little bit, jams the throttle, pulling some G's, swinging around, nothing. He's like, okay, he finally gives up, starts heading back to the helicopter pad, and he says, man, you guys really impressed me. I was taking my hat off to you. I thought you'd say something. Husband goes, well, I almost said something when she fell out of the helicopter, but $50 is $50. Okay, that was a joke, obviously. There's a joke. Oh, no. I should have gone with two babies in or a bar. Okay. Really, though, it's true story here. When I was in high school, we had this teacher, and I was a sophomore, so that's 15. That's right at the age where you know everything, right, Riley? And people really didn't like this teacher. He was a little bit weird, but he told us, write down the 5 things that are most important to you. 5 really important things, so we did that. And he said, I want you each to think of the one that's most important to you, and then we'll go around and see what everybody says is most important to them. So it was things like, we're 15, so it was like, maybe get into a good college, wanted to pass my driver's license test, get a car, things like that. Nobody asked for a cell phone, Riley. No one had cell phones. Didn't even exist back then. I think mine was, I wanted to win the football game on Friday. And the teacher says, you guys are all wrong. Wrong? What do you mean wrong? You asked us what was important to us. How can we be wrong? And he said, the thing that should be the thing that is most important to you is finding happiness. We go, come on, how can you tell us what is most important to us? What do you mean find happiness? And he said, all those things that you ask for, getting a car, getting your license, getting a good college, finding a career, winning the football game on Friday, those all will make you happy. And we're like, I'm not buying it. I mean, come on, we're 15. We know everything already. What if what's most important to me is to make somebody else happy? We got him. He said, well, if making the other person happy makes you happy, it's important to you. All right, what if it's really important to you to have someone else be safe, and so they're about to get hit by a car, and you jump in front of the car and push them out of the way, or you jump on a grenade. Well, if that's most important to me, then how are you going to be happy about that? And then he just gave up on us, and we kind of, we never really got it that day. I did finally get it later, though. When it comes down to it, if you love someone so much that to jump in front of a car and push them out of the way, or jump on that grenade, even if for a fleeting moment, their safety is that important to you, that makes you happy. That pursuit of happiness. That's what really matters. That's what's really important. We should have known it. I mean, it's in the Declaration of Independence, right? Life, we got. Liberty, we got. The pursuit of happiness. That's what we have to find. Even Chuck mentioned it, right? The pursuit of happiness. That's what's really important to us. So how do we find that happiness? Now, there's a quote from a movie, and I know it's an older movie, and it's a little bit cheesy, but I like this scene, and it's City Slickers. I know, kind of silly.
Yay!
But there's City Slickers. But there's a scene where there's an experienced rancher, played by Jack Palance, and then there's the city boy who's out of his element, Billy Crystal. And Jack Palance says, you know what the secret of life is? Says what? Says this. Your finger? No, one thing. Just one thing. You stick to that, and everything else is meaningless. He goes, but what's that one thing? That's for you to find out. It's kind of cute because at the beginning you're thinking like, oh, he found out the secret of life, and he just won't tell him. But realistically, it is. It's for you to find out. It's for you to find out what that one thing that makes you happy. And I'll tell you what, I have found my one thing that makes me happy. And after 18 years of being married, she still makes me happy. She's still the most important thing to me. I would still sacrifice for her. I'd jump in front of that car, jump in that grenade, even if it makes me happy for just a moment. I see you guys look at each other, and I think you found the same thing. So I would like everyone to raise their glasses to the pursuit of happiness. Find it there.